don't even know what to say right now. I feel like I should say something. You know, my heart feels a little bit heavy right now because I'm driving back, you know, to my apartment that has a nice bed and a fridge full of food and some pets, you know, with a loving partner. And I can't help but think about the people I met this morning. Now, I didn't record any interviews with any of them. All I did was hang out for a few hours with some homeless people. And I don't know why for so long I complained about life. Woe is me. Because I heard some stories today that'll just tear at your heart. You know, there's a reason why people are where they're at. And it's always because of pain. People got hurt somewhere along the journey of life, and now they've built up these walls. They've come up with these ways of thinking that the only way to deal with some of the things that life throws at you is whatever band-aid solution you can come up with, whatever you can do to medicate the pain, the hurt, the suffering. I spent about an hour with a homeless guy named Jamie this morning. I am going to go back on Sunday and I'm going to have an interview with him and ask him the breath of life questions. But like listening to the guy's story, you know, he's got 3 kids. He's a grandpa. His partner's just ripping his heart out. He's staying down at, you know, the local mission or whatever they have there. Tells me about what life is like there in the mission, and it is not as good as you think. We donate all this money and that, you know, charities spring up, and these charities are supposed to help people, and they do. You know, I went to some places that gave me back my life, or at least were used in the process of the big guy upstairs giving me back a life, resurrecting me from the dead. You know, it's the breath of life that God breathed into me that brought me out of the pit of despair and loneliness and anger and hurt. And, you know, there's people that are there. I live in a place where there's extremely rich people. And I mean financially. You know, some of the richest people I know are the poorest people, spiritually speaking. Because their money and their possessions and their valuables and their materials have not filled the gap inside their soul that craves and desires a life of meaning and a life of purpose. That's why we chase after things. But if you continually chase after things, you're always going to be left empty. Everything is meaningless. Everything is chasing after the wind unless you start to believe the truth that life is bigger than you, that you were designed, that you were created for a purpose. And I believe that that purpose is to make the world a better place, one person at a time, one moment at a time. You know, and until we can come to terms with who we are, you know, and accept ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, and begin to embrace who we are and start to love the person that stares at us every night, every morning in the mirror. You can't love other people if you don't love yourself. And I was able to feel and experience love this morning in a homeless guy named Jamie. And I'll get into his story more after I interview him. But then I went down and I found another homeless guy. His name was Donnie. Donnie's a big, rough and gruff guy. Boy, he's got gorilla hands. Just squeeze my hand. And Donnie's funny. He's got a lot of sex jokes, funny jokes. He's just a crazy, fun-loving guy. But man, did he hit hard times. And now he's out there picking bottles, doing what he can to make a living. You know, I was able to give him some breakfast and some lunch, just a few sandwiches I made, and some juice boxes, some cookies. You know, I wish I could do more. One thing that my friend Jamie told me was, you know, it'd be nice to get a nice meal once in a while. I want to be able to drive downtown, some of the homeless people, pull out the back window, put a table out, maybe barbecue pork, pulled pork sandwiches. It costs a little bit of money to make good meals like that. But hey, if you want to support, hit that square button at the end of all these videos and support. Because I will cook the barbecue pork and I'll bring it to them. You know, that's no problem for me. You might not be able to come out and with me, but you can still be the hands and feet of love in this world. Just, you can empower other people, you know, and I'm asking you, you know, to help me help others. I don't have a job right now. I'm unemployed. I got 30 resumes out. But some of you, you have good jobs. So if you want to support, I will continue to make these daily videos and you'll see what your support does. So I continue to drive down the street. This is after the plans that I had for this morning fell through. And I met a girl named Wanda. She's an Asian woman, homeless. She had her friend Stevie with her, and another friend named Frankie. Frankie has a pit bull. And Frankie was kind of tough and standoffish. He didn't want to talk too much, but he took some drinks, orange juice. He didn't want any lunch. But I handed them some egg McMuffins, egg sandwiches I made with cheese, some banana bread, some cookies, whatever else I was making last night. But here's the thing, you know, Stevie said something that almost went to my head. He said, "Boy, kid, you got a good heart." And I shared my stories. I've been in 5 different drug rehabilitation programs last year. The 5th time worked. 5 alive, baby. And they knew some of the facilities I had been in. So they understand, you know, what it's like to live a life free of drugs and alcohol. And yet when you're on the streets going to bed every night and you're in a life of constant struggle, one of the only things you can do is numb the pain, you know, grab another drink, smoke another blast from the bong. But, you know, who am I to judge? For too long in this world, I have been the judge, jury, and executioner. I have let myself judge people with my eyes, and I had no time to love them. And now I'm in a position in life where I know what it's like to be down and out. And I no longer will let judgment get in the way of me loving God's people, God's creation. Everybody is created in the image of the living God. And that gives them a value and a dignity that no government, no financial status, nobody can take away your dignity, except you can give it away. And I'm there not to restore dignity. I'm there to remind people of their dignity, that they're created in the image of God, and they have a purpose, and that there is hope for a better day. And you can play a part of that by supporting us and helping me do more work. I love you.